Well, the sign said checkpoint ahead, drug dogs in use.
In reality, there was no checkpoint at all, but it didn't stop these two men from Texas from reacting and leading state troopers on a high-speed chase. News Channel 8's Angie Hunt explains in tonight's top story.
Well, Steve, drivers may have noticed those signs along I-35 in Hamilton County this week. Most went on by without any problem, but it's the drivers that reacted who got themselves in trouble. Drivers may grumble at the thought of a delay when they see these signs warning vehicle checkpoint ahead. Other drivers react in a way that's not so subtle.
Some will actually cut the median. Some will pull over on the shoulder right in the middle of the signs to switch drivers, throw things out the windows, come up with a plan. What are we going to do when we get to the checkpoint?
Troopers say they rely on a driver's guilty conscience because there is no checkpoint. Instead, troopers are positioned at a nearby exit off the interstate and wait to see how drivers react.
The vast majority of the motoring public isn't doing anything wrong, so they drive right on by. It is the people that truly have something wrong that want to get off to hide whatever it is.
Like the two men in this car who went speeding by a trooper at over 100 miles an hour. Troopers say Richard Escamilla and Juan De Luna got off I-35 onto a county road Thursday and led them on a high-speed chase into Iowa Falls.
The vehicle accelerated rapidly and was clocked several times at over 100 miles an hour on a county road.
Troopers tried to end the chase using stop sticks, but as you can see from the dashboard camera, the quick maneuvers were not enough to slow the car down. Eventually, the two men lost control and tried to run. They were later caught as troopers discovered a large cooler in their car, likely the reason the two men wanted to avoid the checkpoint in the first place.
A reasonable amount of narcotics has been seized from the car.
Lieutenant Klein says they're not just looking for drugs with this kind of enforcement operation, but any kind of criminal activity.
Nowadays, it can be bootlegging cigarettes or large amounts of alcohol, or we could even be as simple as, too many fish in possession.
There really can be anything. Lieutenant Klein says they do stop a lot of drivers who are driving on a suspended license, but they're looking for any kind of criminal activity. Now, it's also important to note that those drivers that do exit or may react in any way, state troopers have to have probable cause. So just because they exit or do a U-turn doesn't give them a reason to stop the car. But in the example like you saw there, when they start speeding at 100 miles an hour, that gives troopers a reason to pull them over.
Yeah, and if you're not doing anything wrong, you don't have to worry about it. Okay, thank you, Ian.